Welcome to week 2, discussion 5, of course. I will be answering questions 3 to only 4 this time. So, for my quests themselves, my first quest with the brain teachers was something new, but not out of the ordinary. So, when I was reading my 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4, sorry. But when I was reading them, I was realizing things that really stuck out to me and how they relate to my project. For example, PERMA. PERMA was it was positive, emotion, engagement, meaning, and accomplishment. Those 5 things were basically, to me, just like the outline of a career itself. And you did these in brain teasers. It's like you can sit here and even relate PERMA to that. Is this positive? Yes. Emotions? Pretty sure you feel kind of stressed out if you can't solve it or relieved when you do. Engagement is something that really pulls your time. Like, if you don't know, brain teasers are the thing at Netflix. It's just, when you do it on your own time, it's more catchier. But then when you're told to, it kind of like makes it to where you have to do it for some people. But to me, it's like, I do this anyway. The meaning, there's different meaning. There's always a type of message in the riddle sometimes, most of the time. And the message can really either teach you a lesson or things you should do, which is really helpful. And accomplishment, self-explanatory. When you get through with it, you're happy, you're enjoying it, you want to do more. And along with that, something that ties perfectly into it was flow. Flow was basically saying, you know how you're doing something that you really love and time flies, but then you're doing something that you don't like, you're waiting for the time to go by, but it never happens. For example, for people engaging in play, when you're doing what you like drawing, playing games, listening to music, time goes fast. But then when you're doing something that doesn't interest you, you go super slow. But like listening to music on your free time, you'll go through like 15 songs and for like maybe 4 minutes have passed, but it's 15 minutes. But then like if you're working and you listen to music, those songs feel like they're going really, really, really slow. That might just be to me, but the flow really loves to change to when you're doing something positive, it feels faster. So you get lost, you lose your surroundings, you forget what's around you, and you get all caught up in that, which is not a bad thing, but don't let yourself get dragged on by it. Um, the acts of good. This is one of my favorite quests this week, is because I was able to actually go out and like do something more kind than just sitting indoors, doing kind acts there. My first one, doing the letters, because it took me a lot to get where I am right now. And when I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? It would be pretty nice to send them letters. So I started writing, sending them off, sending them off, sending them off. And they all really appreciated it. I called them, checked up on them. They all seemed to really love it. And the fact that I was able to do it now was kind of satisfying, you could say. For quest number 4, part 2, I decided to help the mailman do his daily rounds. Wasn't too hard, but the things they were shipping, it was extraordinary because like everybody seemed so thankful for what they were receiving, and some of them were like small packages, or one of them was freaking just a simple letter, and it just made people's day. And it was kind of crazy to see just how like their gratitude towards it was also in the reading. Gratitude, the way you feel something, the way you appreciate it, what you have, what you don't have. These people really appreciate the things they received. Like it was crazy. It wasn't anything big or major, like $1 million or something. Just these little items from lamps and stuff like that. Just their their gratitude was amazing, and the optimism. Trying to find something that I could do in just a week was kind of difficult to find, but trying to piece together the right way to go, the right thing to do, you really had to use optimism, just like in the reading said, to find out the better choice. Same thing when I was with the mailman. He had to use optimism to make sure he get all his stuff done on time. And yes, some of them were grateful, but some people seem to be a bit time sensitive. He'll get there like a second late, and they're like just blowing up, ecstatic, like we needed this here and now. But it's like seeing what these few moments have to do every day kind of seems a bit stressful. Then I don't see how he can deal with it, but he was very optimistic, able to make brightness out of the dark he was receiving. But with that being said, that is my conclusion. This week really affected my well-being. I would say just it affected it by keeping me more open-hearted, more kind, optimistic to other people because not everyone loves to do things for others. A lot of people are selfish to themselves, or if they don't get anything out of it, they don't want to do it at all. But I feel like this week's quiz made me want to feel more open-hearted a bit more often. Like I said, I do kind things every now and then, but not as major. But me doing these major things, it felt really good. Like, very. I'm thinking of maybe doing it a bit more, helping the man when he needs it, or finding other businesses that needs volunteers, like the daycare nearby or stuff like that. But I really had fun this week. Ready to what the next week has to come. Do I have to get ready for all these replies I have to do? Try to do a little extra. But overall, I say I really enjoyed it. I hope to apply this in the future because a kind heart, it wins all. So with that being said, that's all.